went outside and see what was going on, and the garbage truck was laying on its side.
A garbage truck driver in Scott County is accused of drinking and driving on the job.
We're learning new details about a devastating fire in southern Kentucky that killed a 2-year-old child.
How 2 con men ran a scheme that generated millions of dollars. The fascinating details of this case coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5:30.
Good evening. A garbage truck driver is facing serious charges tonight. Deputies say he was driving drunk through a Scott County neighborhood while on the job.
Deputies arrested 45-year-old Johnny Gentry and charged him with DUI. They say his blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit. WKYT's Jordan Valines is tracking the investigation. It is our top story at 5:30.
It was just after 7 this morning when Glenn Ray awoke with a start.
Well, I heard a crash, and I really wasn't sure what happened.
The sound cutting through the usual serene setting on Wood Duck Lane.
I went outside and see what was going on, and the garbage truck was laying on its side.
The traffic report states that the truck overturned when the driver, 45-year-old Johnny Gentry of Owenton, overcorrected after hitting a retaining wall. Just by taking a look at this truck, you can see how hard the impact was when it flipped over onto its side. Deputies say they even had to cut the windshield out in order to get the driver out of the truck. This cell phone video taken by neighbor Glenn Ray shows Gentry getting out of the truck around 20 minutes after the rollover.
He seemed dazed.
Deputies said they smelled alcohol on Gentry and asked him to take a breathalyzer test. Gentry blew a .260, 3 times Kentucky's legal limit.
It could have been another car, you know, it could have been a person. Obviously, being impaired operating anything is not good, but operating something that heavy, it's obviously not a good thing.
Allegedly drinking and driving on the job landed Gentry in jail with a bond now set at $2,000. In Scott County, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
According to investigators on scene, Johnny Gentry had been on the job for about 2 hours before that accident happened.
We continue to track a tragic story out of southern Kentucky. The Laurel County coroner has identified a toddler killed in a morning fire. Firefighters are telling us that 8 people were inside that home in East Bernstadt when it went up in flames. Investigators believe there were 2 families living there at the time. Police say that 2-year-old Josiah Vickers was not able to make it out of the home. Coming up on WKYT News at 6, we'll hear from a neighbor who tried to pull the child from the burning home.
Investigators have released a preliminary report for a deadly plane crash in Perry County. According to the report, Robert Bookman was flying from South Carolina to visit someone in eastern Kentucky. Investigators say there are no records of the pilot having contacted any air traffic control facilities during the flight. They say Bookman hit a tree first and then came to rest about 70 feet past that. We're told the engine was separated from the frame.
It is the first week of June and temperatures are still below normal.
But we are expecting a warm up as we head into the weekend. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell has a look at what we can expect. It comes with a muggy factor, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what's going to put you in more of a summer-like spirit, I guess, because the heat won't be here. We will certainly see low 80s, but what you think of when you think of that summertime stuff, not here yet. We're tracking a few showers and thunderstorms out there now on Kentucky's most powerful live Doppler. That's Defender. And you see some of those showers and storms showing up across eastern parts of Kentucky. And that's where they've been for the past couple of hours, moving over the same real estate. We can put it all into motion over the past 2 hours or so. You see that rain just kept coming in those areas. Cloud cover is still holding on pretty thick here right around Lexington, though, seeing a little bit of clearing out along Interstate 64 out toward Moorhead. And again, the timing is bad, especially if you wanted a little more warmth out there. We're not going to be able to obtain it now, at least a significant jump in temperatures, because we're losing a lot of the warmth and a lot of the heating of the day. We're at 66 in Lexington. That's as warm as we've been all day. 68 in Richmond, but low 70s and even mid 70s, and an 80-degree reading now showing up in Bell County there in Middlesboro. So some warmth is out there. It's just not with us in Lexington. So as we look at a 24-hour planner, mid 60s linger in the area, probably between 8 and 11 o'clock, around 65 degrees, a good number. And then we go through the day tomorrow. We have a good chance to make it into the mid and upper 70s with a few more storms in the area. We will track those hour by hour coming up for you in just a few minutes.
A man charged with murder was in court for the first time this morning. Our county-by-county coverage at 5:30 begins in Hardin County. Police arrested Timothy Cruz on Tuesday at a Louisville hotel. They say he stabbed and killed Jason Scott over the weekend. Police went to a home on Croom Road on Sunday after hearing reports of a fight. When they got there, they say they found Scott's body. Cruz is scheduled to be back in court later this month. In Boone County, a father is facing charges. He's accused of leaving his child in the car with the engine running while he went into the store. Florence police say they received a tip about this video going viral on Facebook. Another man caught the whole thing on camera as he confronted the driver last Thursday. Police identified that man as 38-year-old Nathaniel Galloway. He is charged with endangering the welfare of a minor. And in Trimble County, a woman is facing charges after police say she beat a man when she discovered texts on his phone that she didn't like. A Louisville TV station reports that 25-year-old Anna Marie Teal got into an argument with her significant other after looking through his phone. Police say that she then started punching, hitting, and kicking him. They say that she even pointed a gun at his head. Police arrested Teal on Monday. She's charged with wanton endangerment and assault.
Deputies in Laurel County arrested a man they say choked a teenager. Deputies say James Chadwell choked a 16-year-old girl, then assaulted the teen's mother. Deputies say when they arrived at the scene, Chadwell took off. They later found him hiding in the woods behind the home. He faces several charges, including child abuse. One lucky person in Powell County is a whole lot richer today. A $1 million winning lottery ticket was sold in Stanton. Lottery officials say PJ's Food Mart on East College Avenue in Stanton sold the ticket. WKYT's Monique Blair is talking to the cashiers who sold that ticket. It's a story that's new at 5:30.
It's an exciting day here at PJ's Food Mart in Stanton. Someone who bought a Mega Millions lottery ticket last night is $1 million richer, but that winner hasn't come forward yet.
We are so overwhelmed. We just want to know who this is. We are so excited for them.
This morning, cashier April Todd says the Kentucky Lottery office contacted the store and told them the exciting news.
This is so positive for this town. I mean, everyone in this community is a loving community. I mean, everyone's family.
Both Earl Dickey and April Todd were working last night when the winning ticket was sold. They say they've heard rumors who their winner is, but right now no one has come forward.
We've had some small winners, but not like this.
Dickey tells me last year the store sold a $10,000 ticket, but never a $1 million ticket. And as they anxiously wait for the winner to come forward, the cashiers at PJ say it doesn't matter who it is. They just can't wait to congratulate the winner.
We know them all that come through here, and we get to know them all because they are our friends and family. I mean, we love this community.
PJ's Food Mart is also a winner. They will receive $10,000 for selling the winning ticket. In Powell County, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Here are the white ball numbers on the winning ticket. They include 2, 9, 11, 22, and 23.
Here's how it works. Find forgotten properties with owners who are absent or unaware they even own the land and sell the gas rights to big drilling firms. The scheme sounds simple, but in the case we're about to tell you about, an elaborate web of lies and deceit eventually brought an end to what had become a $1 million con job. The suspects got the idea for this scam while they were working as so-called landmen. Their job, to secure the natural gas drilling rights for legitimate companies. But claiming they had drilling rights when in fact they didn't proved to be more lucrative, yielding them more than $2.4 million over a year and a half. Here's how it worked.
Most of the people that truly did own the mineral rights were unaware that they owned the mineral rights because it had been transferred to them, to their families generations ago.
So the suspects seized upon this information and decided to claim the rights for themselves.
They would create different company names, open bank accounts, open post office boxes in these company names.
Then they created fictitious documents.
At the back of the document on the signature page, they would just forge the true mineral rights owners' signatures, and then they would also create a fictitious notary stamp.
Then the documents were turned over to a deeds company. At this point, the bogus company could sell the drilling rights to big firms.
It was quite lucrative. These energy companies were signing people leases for oil and gas rights for approximately $3,500 an acre. So if 100 acres, you sign a lease agreement and that's $350,000.
Eventually the scam failed. The suspects pled guilty and were sent to federal prison. Postal inspectors say there's a lesson for all consumers.
If you're purchasing a big tract of property in a rural area, ask a few questions about the mineral rights underneath, because it's not always included in the transfer of the surface rights.
Good tip there. And both suspects in this case face charges of mail fraud and wire fraud. They were ordered to return money to the victims in this case.
Still to come on WKYT, if you like to fish, you won't want to miss out on this great deal. Coming up, how you can fish for free this weekend.
I'm Bill Bryant. An independent candidate for governor says he won't be making promises for contributions. And Rand Paul is set to open a presidential campaign office in New Hampshire. The bottom line is ahead.
I'm Sam Smith in Laurel County, where a death investigation is underway after a small child was killed in a house fire. We'll have the latest on this investigation coming up at 6.